Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the Nomad TCG. Today I got another deck profile for you guys. And this deck profile is going to be for my Sylvanhorn Beast Emperor Magnolia Patriarch deck for September 2025. This is one of my newer decks that I've built, and it is one of my favorites. I love Megumi, I love Stoicheia, I love Magnolia, and I was super excited whenever this was announced in JP. And I could not wait for this to come out in English because I absolutely love Magnolia. It's one of my favorite decks. As a reformed Stoicheia hater, Magnolia is fantastic, and it is probably my second or third favorite Stoicheia deck, right behind Levi-Dross and Zorga. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this deck profile. For the ride line, we are sticking with the standard Magnolia ride line with the energy generator, Lotte, Karis, Lattice, and the new Magnolia Patriarch. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, choose up to one card with Sylvanhorn Beast and its card name from their drop, call to rear guard. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, all of your rear guards can intercept from the back row and get 5,000 power. And if you Persona Road this turn, this unit gets drive +1. And then it's also active on your opponent's turn as well. And then its active ability, Counterblast 1, choose up to the same number of your rear guards as the grade of your Vanguard's Vanguard, and this unit can attack from the back row until the end of turn. So sticking with like the normal Magnolia ability to attack from the back row that they've kept even since the original Magnolia, and with Magnolia Elder as well. It's just a very Magnolia thing to do. Very aggressive deck, a lot of fun, something that I enjoy playing a lot. Then moving on to the main deck, we are running 3 copies of Magnolia for Persona rides. Obviously, want to run Persona rides so that it can get a triple drive. I actually have seen people running Magnolia Elder with Patriarch, and honestly, I don't understand it. Patriarch is just a better version, and it takes up less space in the main deck, and then you also get pretty much all of the abilities that Magnolia Elder gets anyway. So why run Elder? Anyways, we are running 4 more copies of Sylvanhorn Beast Rajika. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Magnolia in its name, this unit gets Intercept and gets 5,000 shield. Its back row ability is when this unit attacks, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Magnolia in its name, this unit gets 10,000 power until the end of turn. It is important to know that I actually took this deck to locals. I did lose, but that's because I bricked, and also I forgot about some of the abilities, like calling from the drop zone with Magnolia's ability, and then also Rajika getting extra power whenever it's in the back row. It was just a mess, and I was very flustered because I'm still not entirely used to doing tournaments yet, so I kind of get flustered whenever doing abilities or damage calculation. Anyways, so moving on to the grade 2s, we are running 4 copies of Sylvanhorn Beast Banaspati. Its skills: whenever this unit is placed on rear guard other than during the battle phase, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1, choose one of your Vanguards with Sylvanhorn Beast in its name, and for every 2 grades of that unit, choose a grade 3 or less card with a different card from its name from your drop and call it to rear guard. When this unit attacks, choose one of your Vanguards with Sylvanhorn Beast in its name, and for every 2 grades of that unit, this unit gets 5,000 power until the end of that battle. So calling from the drop zone, extra power, is calling from the drop zone is a very Stoicheia thing. There aren't a whole lot of like other nations that do calling from the drop zone like Stoicheia. I think Mahar Nirvana does it, because you can discard a card from your hand and then call a Prayer Dragon and a grade 0. Or is it a Trickstar? I don't remember if it's word locked to Trickstar or not. Feel free to comment down below if that is the case. Moving on, we are running 4 copies of Sylvanhorn Beast Genosla. When it is in the back row. When this unit attacks, counterblast 1, choose one of your other rear guards, and it gains this unit's attack until the end of that turn. So there are a lot of ways that you could play this. Back in my early days of playing Magnolia in Deer Days, I did something where I used just the vanilla overtrigger, Obaria. I pulled it whenever I was drive checking. I gave it to 2 of my Genoslas, and then pretty much all of my units swung for 100 million power that game, which was absolutely crazy. I did win because they didn't have enough perfect guards. That's why, even though this card came out in set 1, it's still a very expensive card. Not like very expensive, but it's like decently expensive. It was like $4 a copy. But Genosla is still I feel like a very important part of Magnolia in terms of attacking from the back row and also gaining power. Moving on, we are running 4 copies of Sylvan Beast Voldyar. When this unit attacks, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Magnolia in its name, until the end of that battle, this unit gets 5,000 power and your opponent cannot intercept. So this was one of the new support cards that came out in set 8. Guard, restrict, or intercept, restrict, extra power, and then at the end of that turn, if you have grade 3 or greater Vanguard in its name, and you attacked from the back row during this turn, put it into the soul, draw a card. You're not soul blasting a whole lot, except with cards like Banaspati, but you can recycle this, kind of, if you were to, like, say, well, I guess, no, you can't, because, if you were to Persona Ride onto Magnolia, you could call Banaspati from the drop. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work that way. I thought maybe, but no, it doesn't work that way. But Voldyar is one of the new support cards. It's very important. Moving on, we are running 4 copies of Sylvan Beast Comadret. This unit actually has a drop effect. This is another support card that was released in set 8. It has a drop effect. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard is placed, perform one of the following. If you do not have a rear guard with the same name as this card, call this card to rear guard, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 5,000 power until the end of turn. Or you can put it into the soul, choose one of your Vanguards with the cost, and the cost of that unit's act abilities is reduced by the counterblast is reduced by 1. So you could basically put this unit into the soul from the drop zone and activate Magnolia Patriarch's skill for free. Moving on to the last of the grade 2s, we are running 4 copies of Hulapoi. I really lucked out with this card getting reprinted in Festival Booster 2025 because I was able to actually score 3 more of these, so I could run these in this deck. When this unit is placed on rear guard other than during the battle phase, if you have a Vanguard with Sylvan Beast in its name, Energy Blast 3, and perform one of the following. Choose a card with Sylvan Beast in its name and grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your drop, call it to rear guard. If your Vanguard is a Sylvan Beast King of Calamity Magnolia Masks, choose a grade 3 or less card with Dragon Tree in its name from your drop and call it to rear guard. So, actually don't run this in Magnolia Masks on Deer Days. I don't know why, because then I could call Bistai Outfist or something and then place another Dragon Tree marker, and then obviously with Magnolia Mask still, those can attack from the back row. And then it has another skill, whenever your opponent's, when your unit with Sylvan Beast and its card name is attacked, retire this unit, choose one of the units being attacked, and it gains 10,000 power until the end of turn. So adding power onto like Magnolia or whatever, if you really want to protect a rear guard, like if you want to protect like a Genosla or something, then you can use that skill to do that. We are typically, you would want to run 3 copies of Sylvan Beast Serral. When this unit is placed on rear guard from a deck or hand, if you have a grade 3, or if you have a Vanguard with Sylvan Beast in its name, Soul Blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card with Magnolia in its name, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle the deck. So you can either really use this for a Persona Ride, or if you're doing this in Magnolia Masks, you can add a Magnolia Masks to your hand. And then also, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Magnolia in its name, the Persona Ride increases the attack of your back row units as well. So because I don't have 3 of these, I'm actually running 2 copies of Gobreg to kind of make up for that lost power. You can keep Gobreg in the front row, and then whenever a unit in the same column as this unit attacks, Soul Blast 1, and then this unit gets 10,000 power until the end of that turn. And then your Vanguard, your opponent cannot call Guardians with grades. What is it? How do they phrase that exactly? Soul Blast 1, this unit gets 10,000 power to the end of turn. Choose all of your opponent's rear guards, and for the battle that this unit attacked this turn, your opponent cannot call cards with the same grade as the chosen units from their hand to rear guard. Yeah, okay, so this unit gets 10,000 power, and then they can't call like grade 2s or anything like that. Then we are running 4 effect PGs. You can run Elementaria. I just don't have that many to pass around, so I'm just sticking with 4 normal effect PGs on here. Crit lineup is a little strange. We are running 6 crit with 4 Jackalopes, 2 Alanas. Then we are running 2 effect fronts for the extra front row power, and then also the extra 5k on the shield. Then we are running 3 draws for extra draw power, and then you could also have extra, PG fodder and extra shield with the 10k. And then we are just running 4 vanilla heals with Zlatarog to kind of fit the Sylvan Beast aesthetic. And then for the overtrigger, we are running Source Dragon Deity of Bless Favor. So your one unit gets an extra crit. Your entire front row gets 10,000 power, and if your damage zone has the same number of cards as your opponent, choose a damage and heal it. So this really does kind of activate all. I feel like it activates all 4 of like the triggers. Like it adds power to your front row. You get to draw a card, you get a crit, and you get to heal. So I feel like you can run Olberia as well. Olberia would also be very useful in this deck, but I'm sticking with Bless Favor just for the extra crit on some of the units, like Genosla or something like that. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching the video. If you guys do watch these videos, I do apologize for stuttering so much. I don't mean to. That's just the way I speak. But I do appreciate you guys watching the video, and if it's your thing, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you like my content, and I will do my best to put out more in a timely manner. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.